Strem. I'll be right back in a second. Welcome everybody to Monday morning. We're taking Blitz challenges here. My last stream for a week, for more than a week. We'll be back next Thursday. Subscriber stream of the 19th of August with game analysis. If you'd like to submit a game, Astrobate, send it to Yabades for next week. Next Thursday, I'm going to be back Thursday morning. We'll be streaming Thursday night. So I've got more than a week off. Maybe I'll do a surprise stream if I can get some internet access next week. Not going to rule it out, but nothing is scheduled officially. My personal time, final off week of the summer 2021, the wonderful pandemic. Second pandemic summer. Isn't it great? Alright, we've got a challenge here. Yesterday's Simul I lost 2 bad games. What was the third one? Oh, the end game against Goblin Pawn Shop. We lost 2 bad games. Dropped a bishop, got crushed in a Sicilian, and an end game. There's Goblin Pawn Shop now. So we lost 3 out of 25. Sumaher and Goblin Pawn Shop. Alright. You thought you were going to tournament. Astrobate, no tournament. No, actually there was an Arad, Romania, or Idea tournament this past week, but no, I'm just going for personal time. No tournament, man. I don't think I'm playing another tournament this year. I need to work. Never know, though. Maybe something will come up in the fall. I got my one tournament for the year, and I want to go a year without playing. Will we have the Pawn to Swiss tomorrow? Yeah, I can set it up. We can have Pawn to Swiss tomorrow. I'll be on the train. Maybe I could play from my phone. Possible I can play from my phone while I'm on the train. If the access is there. I'll be somewhere in like Western Romania on the train, probably during tomorrow night's tournament. Alright, let's do this. Taking challenges from Sumaher. Good to see you, Tezek. Goblin Pawn Shop. Sumaher. Let's check our board. Board sizing. Good idea. She was really thank you for reminding me about tomorrow night, because I would have forgotten. I like to set up the tournaments even if I'm not here. I won't be here for the following week either. We can set that up too. Alright, how's our board? Chess. Would you like to see a 3D board? How's the 3D board look? Wait, before we start. We did this before. I love it. Dude, there it is. I love the 3D board. It's like... It has some problems, okay? First of all, the pieces have too much shadow. Here's my thing with the 3D board. They need to put some more work into this. For some reason, the shadows on the pieces are exaggerated. And the other thing was, is this stupid? But I would think that I'm not really going to play on the 3D board because people get offended. My daughter saw it on the screen one day. Yeah, it's similar to Chessmaster 2000. Very similar to Chessmaster 2000. My first chess... I had the Chessmaster 2000. Here's my other pet peeve about this. The knights are all facing left. Everyone has like their personal favorite way of like pointing the knights, and I think they'd think I was trolling them if I put in like a request for this. But you should have the capability of adjusting your knights to the direction you want. Does that sound crazy? Because it really bothers me that the knights are like pointed to the left. It's freaking me out that all the knights are pointed to the left. I don't think that's normal. Exactly, like either toward the center or straight forward. But to arbitrarily like point them to the left or the right, or pointing toward each other, yeah, this is not right. I like to point them toward the center, toward each other, and then like once they approach the center, if I'm like chasing the opponent's king, I might like point them at the enemy king or something. But I would never have them like symmetrical like this. That bothers me. So they should definitely create a feature suggestion that you can adjust your knights to whatever, like, I don't know if the texture, whatever they use to design this, is even adjustable, but it's freaking me out. The knights really bother me. So I just wanted to mention that. Let's go back to... I've never seen a 3D board where the knights were like that. Bishops are not noticeable. So now it's hard to go back to 2D once you get used to one or the other. I used to play on Internet Chess Club primarily before I discovered lichess, using their old Blitzen interface. And I always preferred 3D. Once you get used to either 3D or 2D, it's hard to switch back and forth. The knights are the same on 2D, right? Yeah, I never thought about it. It doesn't bother me as much in the 2D. I don't really care. But you're right. How are knights? But I mean, knights are flat. The 2D knights are flat, so it's kind of hard to point them forward, right? They look like... This is the way knights look on a 2D demo board. I guess they just copied it over. Making the pawns spin on their heads. Oh, that's a sport. I thought like making sculptures out of chess pieces was a sport. Fidget spinners. There was this Greek player, can't remember his name now, but he had like a fidget spinner at the board. I was like, dude, you can't do that. That's not alright. I was complaining last week about another player who was like distracting me, but he didn't do it too much. Like, I think he realized, but he was playing with a little bit. I was like, come on, you can't do that in a chess tournament. All right, interesting setup here. What's with my mouse? My mouse is acting weird. My mouse is just losing it. That looks like the Cookie Monster. Universitate Cluj. Why is my mouse all of a sudden... My mouse is just... Whoa, my mouse is just like wondering. Oh my god, what happened? My mouse is all loose. What's going on? Feels like my mouse setting just changed in the middle of the stream. What's that about? Universe Tatsu Cluj, did you do something with the animated emoji? Is that affecting my computer? Is it like... Why is my mouse going weird? Is it just my imagination? The animated emoji, the root chest thing. The Cookie Monster. I think it's making me have psychedelic problems. I can't stop looking at it. That's extremely distracting. My mouse seems like it just like changed its own settings or something. So Bishop h3, the good old Bishop h3. So it's basically like a standard sort of closed Sicilian approach. Yeah, I mean, these kind of positions are rather boring, actually. Very solid for black. I wouldn't play the English if I was guaranteed to get this stuff on a regular basis. We don't get it that often. Closed Sicilian I hate for both colors. Yeah, man, I don't know what to do here. F4? F4, F5. What am I supposed to do? Did you watch the Rapid tournament? Extreme Dota? Which Rapid tournament? You mean the Magnus series of chess? The never ending? Yeah, those things are crazy. I'm gonna have to turn the Twitch thing off to concentrate on chess. Magnus Part 12? It's kind of boring after a while. I'm bored of Magnus. I'd rather watch like classical tournaments. Man, even the Duda Magnus final Rapid games, that was awful. I'd rather watch longer games, but I don't have time. It feels like there's too many of those Chessable Masters, Magnus, online, whatever, and it's like the same thing over and over again. They've like overdone it with that, trying to make money or whatever. I don't find it interesting. Maybe a lot of people do. I'm sort of bored with it. It's just another Magnus whatever tournament. It gets old. I'm more into like classical. I'd like to see more classical tournaments, but unfortunately the pandemic is still restricting chess. US Open happened, but that's not a very strong tournament. It might have been like one of the weakest US Opens in history. So they attempted to do it like Formula One, of course. That's like... I get it. I never realized that. I guess more Europeans are into Formula One than like Americans. As American, it's kind of like soccer. I don't think that much about Formula One, or Formula One is like a European motorsport. I guess a lot of Americans are into it, but I traditionally never really thought about it. Mike Bishop is good. Why do I want to trade it here? I know Schieberspieler likes Formula One. They were saying that maybe the idea with the Chess Bowl Masters, the idea is that Formula One format was inspirational to creating the Magnus Carlsen series of chess. They're modeling it after the structure of Formula One. Sumaher. Dude, I hate the closed Sicilian. Please make it stop. He has knight g4. That's alright. It's funny that Sumaher is playing... He's playing the closed Sicilian. He's a d4 player. What's the number of events in Formula One? The structure and number? It's not similar. You gotta play something against the English. But I would think for a queen pawn player, it's strange to meet the English with c4, e5. Time to sound the retreat. So that's something I try to teach to my students. Like, choose opening systems that are consistent with your repertoire. I mean, you can certainly play any position, but if you're not an e4 player, does it make sense to play e5 against the English? He's playing d4. Now maybe he should switch to playing e4. Maybe, truthfully, all along Sumaher should have been an e4 player. He's pretty aggressive. But he's playing this like... Now it's like a King's Indian. You see the King's Indian instinct. Blacks play. No, no. No, no. I gotta break through on the queen side. Well, first of all, Magnus himself is like an expert in rapid and blitz. It's more exciting for the spectators, supposedly. For non-cognoscenti, which is 90% of chess players, the faster games are more exciting. It's kind of the Maurice Ashley theory of chess. Chess will be more exciting when we make it faster and faster. The ideal form of chess is bullet, according to that theory. What the heck just happened? I just spent all my time like lecturing people on how bullet is a waste of time. And they're making chess tournaments faster and faster. But Magnus definitely benefits from it. I mean, he might not be world champion if it wasn't for the fact that, you know, he can play rapid games to decide. Whoa. Bishop f4. You didn't need that. I don't want any sort of entrance. I don't want to see the entering the game. Cheap Spiller's like, please resign. You borrowed that from me. I don't know, like, Sumihara, are you drinking energy drinks like Red Bull or something? He can't stop the he can't stop the hyper. You started like, I don't know, around move 40, like changing to like hyper speed, and that's when your game started slipping. There seemed to be a noticeable like shift right here where you started playing faster and then you sacked a piece for nothing. I guess he's losing it on the queen side, but I think objectively you have to take on b4. If you take on b4, it may not be that bad. You have a slight weakness in these pawns, but you kind of went crazy. Capabianca from the Holy See. Great Lazarus. Yeah, but you have time, you have increment. We both have time. You know, we could play forever with the increment. We've got to keep in mind, like, increment doesn't mean you're running out of time. It just means you have to move quickly, but you don't have to totally panic. A lot of people just aren't used to playing with it. I said the other day, I've only been playing increments since I started streaming. I mean, at least in Blitz. People react like there's no difference between increment and non-increment too much. Yes, you have to play like that if it's 5-0. But I would still remain calm and try to take your time. Why did I do CD? I saw an interesting Portish game yesterday. Portish versus DeFermian from 1989. He just kept the tension there. I mean, this is a common variation to exchange pawns, but actually it's kind of static. More dynamic not to release the tension. This is the Richard Palliser repertoire. This book, 1D4, from like 2005. It's only 15 years old now. There's this player on my stream that hasn't been here in a long time, Oms. He also uses that repertoire. Haven't seen Oms in ages. Great Lazarus is a sub. Alright, so we got his challenge is actually missing. I always think of Korchnoi when I do this. He does that in the Stonewall Dutch, or did that in the Stonewall Dutch. So we're willing to trade off our dark square bishop at all cost, even weakening the queen side with a4. Black is playing the Kolei-Kalinowski with colors reversed. My challenge is active. Maybe something wrong with the lichess himself. Oh man. Don't even ask me. I don't know. It's been like that for months. It used to be that all the challenges would just stay in order and not disappear. And then a couple months ago, it started happening again. That they just like disappear. The other day, I had like 5 challenges and they all disappeared. I don't know what the deal is. C5. So what about A5? A5, B5? There's only one way to find out. If I sacrifice a pawn here. This is my last stream for, well, probably my last stream for a week. I might be able to do a surprise stream from Romania. I just don't know how my internet is going to be, or if there will be internet. So we traded off bad bishop for good bishop. Double pawns. Knight A4 on the side of the board. How about knight E2? Centralize. This isn't a great square, but it saves time. I want to play knight d4. Maybe be able to play f3 to kick a knight off of e4, because the knight on e4 is... I don't really want to give up my bishop for that knight, to be honest. This is a tough position, though. I'd like to have more time to think here. Knight e2. There's a lot of moves. Maybe even queen c2. I don't think the extra pawn matters too much in this position. So Gamba Punch-Up seems like a really strong player. He's just not good at fast time controls. Unlike Jim. Jim submitted a game for the subscriber stream, but there won't be a subscriber stream until next week. Alright. What am I doing now? Knight c2. Queen b3. So I've got nothing here. Rook c1. Oh, hung a pawn. Yeah. It looks like I've got nothing. Yeah. But I didn't want this to happen, really. I might still be symbolically better, I don't know. It doesn't look like it. Got in the pawn shop. Won this endgame against me yesterday. He's like brutal if he has time. This position doesn't look that great. Probably just equal. Black has played more or less perfectly. So I've got a challenge from Great Lazarus. Capabianca. Who is Capabianca? That's not a subscriber, is it? No relation to our own Chess B, alright. What do we got? Knight D2 wins? Are you serious? Knight D2 wins? Oh, man. Arsenal fan, welcome. That's not... Wait, is this a new account? Yeah, it's a new account. Capa Bianca. Don't play F3. Is F3 a good move? My pawn is under attack. I'm supposed to do something about it. Is Capablanca from the Vatican? Mr. Coffee was from the Vatican for a while. Knight C5. But I'm afraid you don't have a very convincing advantage here. The idea all along was to be able to play F3 at some critical moment, so this wouldn't be a problem, but he immediately refutes it. Pawn takes pawn, rook takes. It's like perfect game by black. You never see Capablanca and play like Kasparov in the same place. It's funny. I don't know, man. God in the pawn shop is too strong. He's 1700 in Blitz. Capabianca just subscribed. I have my suspicions. Who is Capabianca? Objectively, this is a draw, I guess. I am down a pawn, though. Whatever that's worth. Princess Capabianca? That's a pretty name. What is this, like a perfect game by black? My mouse is doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah, 0 inaccuracies, 0 mistakes, 0 blunders, 10 CPL, not even an inaccuracy by black. It's literally like a perfectly played game. That's like the lowest center-pawn loss I've ever seen. But now you're doing it in under 5 minutes, which is extremely hard to do. It's hard to believe you're 1700 in Blitz, man. I think that rating is too... I don't think that rating is too accurate there. It's literally a perfect game. I never had a game that was like 0-0-0 for a long time. Maybe once a month I play a game like that. The Trompowski. I like this variation. I would say like 1 in 50 games I play is that good. Although if it's a short game, it's much more pausable. H3. What is that? So now queen b6. That tempo could really cost white. Most of your games are incorrect. So I checked our Benoni game arsenal, and it turns out we both misplayed that theoretically. Taking this pawn, risky, but maybe makes sense. Yeah, all the mistakes were theory. Well, theory is mistakes until they get it right. We're like back in the 80s. We're playing the Benoni like it's the 80s arsenal. Basically. Learning from the same mistakes. I wonder who Capobianca is. I won't reveal their identity. So they don't like knights, I guess. It's kind of a cheesy noob style. I mean, they like knights. They don't like bishops. They're anti-bishops. And how can you be from the Holy See and not like bishops? They must be fraud investigation. They're looking into claims of corruption with the Roman Catholic bishops. They're fast. They don't like bishops. I don't think it's really Capablanca. Cheesy noob. It could be cheesy noob. I didn't think about that, now that you mention it. Damn, now, you know, you're onto something. But Cheesy Noob, did he ever subscribe, or did he usually get gift subbed by someone? So Capobianca just subscribed. Would Cheesy Noob subscribe? He must have subscribed sometimes, right? Oftentimes he would get a gift sub. Cheesy Noob had a back injury, he told me. Some sort of serious back injury. So I thought this was someone else, but I mean the playing style definitely reeks of Cheesy Noob. Have you ever seen someone forfeited by a cheat detected message during the game, after which he could play new games because he wasn't cheating? I've seen these weird cheat detected messages. I've seen them sometimes, I guess, playing over the games of people. I've had other people tell me, hey, you know, this guy had a cheat detected. And they still keep playing? Yeah. I mean, I've seen that. What is that? How do you have cheat detected and continue to play? Free riding. Yeah, economics. Free rider concept. Usually Cheesy Noob's more like a free rider, but he's been a very good free rider. I suppose he's probably subscribed, though. Anyway, we're trying to figure out who this is. I suspect either Cheesy Noob or Universitate Cluj was in the stream earlier. And he's donated to the stream repeatedly. He's not a free rider. And I know he likes Bianca's stream. So it would make sense. This looks like Cheesy Noob, though, based on the play. Cheesy Noob like lost a very similar game to me. The rating's about right, too. So I'm leaning toward Cheesy Noob. At first I thought it was Universitate Cluj. But this is Cheesy Noob's new Smurf account, I guess. Does Cheesy Noob play Bullet? Chess is a poor man's sport. Why do you say that, Asterbait? All the rich kids are like automatically becoming grandmasters now. Chess is for the privileged. That's happening when you play a game and in the other tab you have some engine running. So lichesa is warning you to close any kind of chess tool. I mean, it happens to everybody. You forget to like turn your chess base off while you're playing or something. I'm sure I've left the tabs open. Then I should have gone forfeited because of this. You're beyond suspicion. They would never dare do that to you, Schieberspieler. Your credit is good here. I do that as well. I've never gotten a cheat detected message. I've accidentally left Windows open, and I've never gotten any kind of message like that. It is weird. Andres. It's like, that's like the Spanish spelling. Asterbait. Andres. This G4, that's a good move. Yeah, I'm still on the fence about this. I'm not sure this is Cheesy Noob. Definitely not sure. Andre the Giant. G5. But Universitate Cluj tends to play like super fast. So it could easily be him. Oh no. My head hurts. Now what am I going to do? Knight and F4. Man, there's this guy in Hungary who used to drive me crazy. He would play like this too. I had a blitz session with him a long time ago. He only plays with knights. $2,200 player. That plays like him too. He's obsessed with knights. I'll never forget this blitz session. I couldn't beat him. I was giving him like 5 to 4 time odds or something. He plays just like this. Pretty much the same thing. But I don't know, knight takes c4 looks kind of sus. That's a really bad move. I guess he had to go somewhere. He had to go. Protect to pass pawn. Could he have saved himself with f3 there? I think f3 wouldn't have been too late, right? Don't be passive in any endgame. So I still am not certain who this is. Alright. They would like to remain anonymous. Did they miss f3? Yuho, welcome. Was f3 saving the game? And why is my mouse acting up? Maybe it's the mouse pad again. The mouse pad does some weird stuff. Let's blame it on the mouse pad. No. It's not the mouse pad. It's something with my mouse settings. Oh. Yo. Yeah, my mouse is just crazy. What the heck? It's not even a wireless mouse. Why is it so... I guess I need to restart my system. Yeah. The mouse just changes like sensitivity settings like randomly. It's just out of control. Could it be something with Windows? Configs. It's acting real weird. You definitely don't want to play Bullet with the settings I've got. So at the end, he had f3. Inaccuracy f3 was best. Yes. So f3. And black must play rook e8. Not a difficult move to find, I guess. And I'm winning if I play rook e8. I mean, frankly, so this is tough to find. Wow. Alright, so now you can take with the f. How the heck do you win this position? Rook g1, rook e6. Clean the light on the mouse. No, I don't think it's something with my settings. Maybe it's better. Maybe that helped a little. It's still all weird. Something just happened randomly. How do you win this position? And I guess I am up protect the pass pawn here. But he's blockading admirably. So what's the winning method? King c6, rook e8, rook e6, a6. It's kind of weird, you know. Say he puts his rook on g5. Am I threatening rook d6? If he plays rook g5, then rook d6 would be playable. If he leaves the first rank. It doesn't look that easy to me to win this. So I wonder who that is. Great Lazarus, Gruev goal. Arsenal fan. Thanks, guys, for showing up. Be the first to gift. Be the first to gift a sub or donate this week. This will be my only stream. Maybe. Unless I can find internet access next week. We'll see. Masturbate. Don't lick the mouse. Well, your dog did that? Rabid. My mouse is rabid. That might explain it. It seems a little better now. Maybe like IVYM was right. Maybe there was just something on the light. Feels better. It's gone back to normal. Yuho, have a good day at work. Just remember, guys, I'm not going to be streaming. I'm going to set up a tournament for tomorrow night, though. And I'll notify everyone about that. Maybe I can play from the train. I'm going away to Romania for a week. We'll be back for next week, Thursday. Yeah, next week, Thursday. Coming back Thursday morning. Leaving Tuesday morning, coming back Thursday morning. No, Arsenal, I never played that. The knight d5 line in the Sveshnikov. It always seemed illogical to me to trade pieces. I mean, in my generation, that was considered nothing. But now it's Romania, and now it's trendy since Fabiano played it against Magnus in the World Championship last time. Never played that line. Romania, we share a border with, what, like 6 countries? Romania, of course, one of them. I will be an hour later. Bucharest, Helsinki, time zone. Knight b8, c4. Knight b8 is the main line. c4, bishop e7, c5. I feel like I've seen that, now that you mention it. Has that been played? Is that really good? Well, that variation has gotten a lot of attention. Anything that's ever been played at the World Championship level. I think the Sveshnikov is hard to crack. I mean, I don't know that any line really... I would recommend the Sveshnikov as one of the best ways to play the Sicilian. Isn't d5 a hole then? Well, that's like, you know, 20th century thinking. Or even 19th century. Kind of early 20th century thinking on the Sveshnikov. The d5 is a hole, but if a tree falls in the forest, does it really make a sound if you're not there? You know. Weaknesses aren't really weaknesses if they can't be attacked. You could just play around it. It's a modern way of approaching chess. And it's probably closer to the truth. Early masters thought the Sveshnikov has to be bad because d5 is weak, but real concrete analysis teaches us that things are much more complicated. You can't overly simplify it like that. Yeah, I mean, that's why in the 70s, you know, nobody played the Sveshnikov. The Kalashnikov didn't exist till like 1980, 88. or 1990, let's say. That's like close relative. But modern chess theory evolves. Sveshnikov is probably one of Black's best defenses. The Najdorf Sveshnikov, those two, objectively probably the best two defenses in the Sicilian. So white drops a piece here with e5. Great Lazarus falling victim to a tactical opportunity. I wonder if I should take with the rook. Speaking of the d5 square, problem is I can't move my f8, my bishop anywhere with my knight on f6, is what I'm trying to say. How's my sunlight? We don't have too much sunlight on the camera. Very sunny outside. You could not play e5 before you had bishop c5. I could not play it, yeah, and I couldn't play it until my a7 pawn was protected. He didn't realize queen a5 threatened e5. I'm going to try for this. It looks good. We're up a piece. He doesn't have enough. Turtle up. It's time to turtle up. But I don't really want to give him some monster pass pawn. Lord of turtling. Slaggy. Turtle Lord. Yeah, bishop h6 wins. Usually Lazarus is really strong. I was lucky here today. He played some strange variation. I mean, this isn't strange. I see this all the time. Classical with bishop e3, castle kingside, queen e2. I don't know. Is a4 a move? I mean, the classical way of playing these lines was like knight b3. Normally, if they leave the knight on d4, they do. I mean, I face a lot of people who play queen d2 and castle queenside, but I never really thought that was great. It's playable, Jababa style. Arsenal fan. Yeah, he like tried to play without making any pawn weaknesses, and then forgets the anti-positional e5 wins a piece. Yesterday I dropped a bishop. I mean, we all make crazy blunders sometimes. Let's try c4. Well, sometimes the tactical threat sneaks up on you. Structure didn't change. Queen a5 looked like an innocent move. Honestly, I wasn't even thinking about it when I played Queen a5. It just... I realized after I played the move that I was starting to win a piece. It wasn't my intention to play for a cheapo. I just wanted to defend my pawn. It was intuitive. Somewhere I saw something like this recently, although it's not really a new idea. I've played like g4. I mean, Hikaru has played like that. Rook g1 is like a controlled variation on the same theme. Now I regret playing Rook g1. If we're just going to have this like normal position, then why the hell did I play Rook g1? Did anyone else see Chessable Masters? I don't waste my time with Magnus Rapid tournaments anymore. That endgame against Duda in the World Cup was horrible. I don't know. I love chess for high quality games. It seems like Bullet is the worst. Blitz is slightly better. Rapid's slightly better. But I want to watch, like, if I take the time to watch chess tournaments, I'd rather watch, like, long games or analyze long games. It seems like the quality is so low in these rapid games. It's like, why even bother? I mean, it's fun to play, but as far as watching, I don't know. I guess it's exciting if you watch it live. That's for me, you know, much more interesting. Watching it live when you don't know what's going to happen, okay. But like as far as like, hey, what happened at Chessable Masters? Let's go analyze the games. My brother's lover. My brother's lover only plays 1-0. Yeah, I mean, people are bastardizing chess. It's just ruining chess. Can I castle kingside? Do you mind? Should I do g4 anyway? So what am I supposed to do with that? What a mess. It's a weird idea to play d4. I don't know what to do. If you can compartmentalize things and say, okay, I play Bullet, but then be able to turn around and change your focus completely and be able to play normal chess without it affecting you, that's fine, you know, but most people can't do that. For most people, playing Bullet probably wrecks their like longer games, I would think. It's just about mouse speed. Blitz is alright. Even Blitz can be bad for you, like Botvinnik. Botvinnik was like pretty anti-Blitz. If I could be as strong as Botvinnik, I'd be happy. You could say he was old-fashioned, but Queen e7 Arsenal fan. Coming to get me. I could castle queenside. Now g4. Well, seriously, not a stupid move. Risky, though. g4, take, e5. Bishop d3. Castle's queenside is not ridiculous. But I'm asking for it. There's e4. Even weirder. Yeah, I mean, if I could castle kingside, I'd be really happy right now. This is gonna get weirder. He didn't take. I'm gonna castle queenside. I'm happy to play, yeah, with increment. Yeah, I don't really regret streaming playing Blitz with increment. I mean, it's helped me. But anyway, all the live chess tournaments now that are classical have 30-second increments. Pretty much across the board. So anytime I go to play in a live tournament, I'm going to be playing with an increment. Man, Arsenal is driving me crazy. He's just hunkering down. Instant move. Rook b8. I'm just not allowed the castle. I have better control of the center. It's a tough position to play. Where are you going, dude? Where are you going, dude? Knight a8. What? What just happened? Yeah, he's in bad trouble now. He couldn't find a way to exploit my king. Now it's just good. Obviously he didn't want to trade queens, but he maybe missed queen f2. Objectively. Black is lost here. Probably I should play a different move there. Guys, last stream for a week. I'll be back Thursday next week. So what about this night, huh? Still have to be a little bit careful. After all, I'm only up the exchange. Wild hogs. I thought it would go the other way. H6. Rook. Give me that. All right. Man, I don't know. Has Rook G1 ever been played? I'm curious. Rook G1 was a little early. I'm curious if anyone's ever done that. No. But maybe after Queen C2. So let's say Queen C2, Knight on BD7. See, now it's been played. I played it one move too early. Even there, it's like risky. But I probably need to play Queen C2 first. How about G4? No one's played G4 here. How bad is G4? Peter doesn't like it. But I wonder if you gave this to Alpha Zero. Would find something. Yeah, that Rook G1 and Najdorf, okay, that's known. I like H3 better, LVN. In the 90s, they were playing Rook G1 against the Najdorf. But I think H3 is more flexible. Min Quan 2610 is here. That's a nice rating. Are you really 2610? A lot of good Vietnamese players. I've played a number of them. Quang Liam. What is H6? Wow. Miro BTW. That's his date of birth. Here in Hungary, we do the, day, month, year, which always messes me up. I guess that's a European thing. Of course, the United States has this ancient system of month, day, year. H6, well that makes it hard to play bishop g5. I guess I'll put my bishop on f4. You like the European system. How are things in Turkey, Tezek, with the wildfires? Southern Europe is getting devastated by climate change. Greece and Turkey. There's like one Greek island where all the trees have been burnt down. My Hungarian isn't great. My Hungarian should be better for the amount of time that I've been here. But it's passable. I'm like 4th grade. I'm 4th grade level. My grammar sucks. I know a lot of words. But I've never formally studied Hungarian in like a official way. Self-taught just by listening. And I'm not good with languages to begin with. Now in the United States, there's out of control forest fire in California. People have to start taking climate change seriously. Governments have to start taking it seriously. There's going to be like a protest in Scotland. There's like a climate meeting. Cover all the current events here. Bishop b4, queen a4 check. What if I go for queen a4 check? I don't know. You're doing a6 and h6, and you can get away with that. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Thanks for the uplifting message. In other news, south of England has an alcohol shortage. How's it going, Arsenal? Pub crawls have been reduced due to pandemic restrictions. You're teetotaling? I basically can't find a move, so I'm just going to do this for lack of a better idea. I guess being broke saved a lot of alcoholics' lives. So he's giving me the 2 bishops. Sobriety does kill. Absolutely. Sobriety is overrated. I've been good though. No, like a month ago I realized my blood pressure was getting high, and I never realized I had a problem. So that's kind of a wake-up call. Like, you don't even stop to think. I lost like 15 pounds in the last month, and I feel a lot better. So rook b8. Yeah, we've got 2 bishops. But anytime I take on d5, I have this problem. Mr. Coffee's in the house. Total T. Why don't I just go back to C2? C2 PO. You might wonder why I played that move. I'm wondering myself. It was probably a bad move. It's amazingly difficult to not... So I take on D5, he takes with the knight. Now I can finally do this, I guess. Previously, knight takes was a fork. I mean, that's why I brought my queen back, so that I'm not double attacked by knight d5 on these two squares. Guarding c3. He's doing it anyway. I mean, I feel like maybe he should take with the pawn now. Because now my center is... The center looks pretty powerful. He's going to have to take drastic measures to keep it under control. It looks like a Chigorin now. What time is it? We've got plenty of time. 45 minutes left in the stream. Mr. Coffee, early, huh? Some donut from Berlin. Berlin, New Jersey. I grew up in New Jersey, sadly. So I don't know about e4. I want to chase his knight away, but I lose control of this square now. At what rating level were you able to keep the chessboard in your head? Okay, this is an interesting question. Not until I was pretty good, personally. I think it took years. I think not until I was at least 2000. At least 2000. And I started to study a lot. And I played tons of Blitz. And played tons of tournaments. It definitely didn't happen quickly. Man, I don't know. This guy gets tougher every time I play him. It's a pretty strange style, honestly. I would say Black is bordering on like breaking fundamental principles a lot in this game with h6, a6, two knights versus two bishops. Very strange opening, and yet I'm still struggling to get an advantage, which is weird. Masturbate has been known to lose people. Masturbate, can you see the board in your head? I don't know if it's normal. I mean, I really played for 5 years before I could visualize the board well in my head. I don't know if that's normal or average or what, but it definitely didn't come quickly. I never tried to play blindfold when I was a beginner. I never tried until I was a master, really. I just never really made an effort, I guess. But we always kind of visualize the board, even if we're not really thinking about it, right? When we're playing serious games. I don't believe I have I've only allowed a half point in 19 games against this guy. He's ridiculously good for that score. Or maybe you just improved a lot in the last games, but normally this kind of score would be reserved for a weak player to have a half point out of 19. He's not weak at all. I mean, he's almost 2,000. This game is very, very tough. Now, he missed a tactic. I overlooked knight a3. It ruins my whole concept. So maybe that's his weakness. Calculation. Positionally, he's playing very, very well. He must be analyzing a lot of Chigorin games or something. With these two knights versus two bishops. But this is a tedious position to play in a fast game. I mean, I just don't recommend playing closed positions if you... Knight a3 again. Watch out. If you get in time pressure, closed positions are harder to play. This guy is ridiculously good. How has he got a half point against me? It just doesn't make any sense. There's no way. There he missed another strong move. And he's also ridiculously fast. Which is something new. He wasn't that fast before. I mean, what the heck? Now I'm almost lost. This is like playing a grandmaster. The level of positional play in this game for black is like ridiculously strong. How could I possibly have only a half point against you? How you don't only have a half point against me? That's impossible. Playing like this. It's like humanly impossible. Reminds me of someone else. Bishop takes g7. Is my bishop trapped? Maybe. So we won on time after getting outplayed the entire game. So again, like a mystery how a player this good can have only a half point against me. It was a tremendous game by black and very unorthodox. I mean, I'm just winning at the end, but I was worse like the whole middle game. I was close to lost. It's lucky that I'm not lost here. It's like I was just lost at one moment. No, I was never completely lost. But I mean, man, you play a very positional game, missing a few tactics here and there. It's inconceivable that you have only a half point against me based on your strength. I've got 45 minutes left, guys. Indo Queen 1750 just raided with a party of 42. Sorry, my Twitch is a little bit out of date. Thanks for the raid. What's up, Indo Queen? Indo Queen, according to Mubot, replying to Mr. Coffee, was last seen playing chess. Man, Drew's goal, great game. I don't know how you play this well and you only scored a half point against me. You're good, man. That's a good positional game. You need to work on the tactics a little bit. If you add the tactics into your game, man, you're gonna be really strong. Indo Queen 1750. I'm well, thank you. How are you doing? So we're good. It's morning here. You're in Midwest USA or something like that, right? Thanks for the raid. We've got 45 minutes to take some more Blitz challenges. Guys, check out Indo Queen 1750. She's streaming chess here on lichesa. Haven't seen you on the streamer list on Twitch there for a while, but maybe you stream at different times. I'm in European time, so a lot of the late night chess streamers, I'm not always on the same page. So Chess Falcon, what do we got for subscribers? Hey, it's Miro. Hey, it's Miro. Is a subscriber. LVN, how about you? Tulsa, Oklahoma. I've never been to Okie. I don't think so. Alright, gotta check it out someday. What are we doing? Hey, it's Miro. At least I got white. We had a great raid. Indo Queen yesterday. We had a raid from another cool streamer, Art Vega. Just coming from another side of the world. E45. Guys, this is my last stream for like a week, by the way. So I am, yeah, Art is cool. I just discovered his stream a couple months ago and he's funny. So guys, I'm gonna set up a tournament for tomorrow night. Don't remember if it's Blitz or Rapid. We're holding a tournament every Tuesday night. Yeah, Art's a good player and he's funny. Definitely a streamer I like to watch. I'm in Budapest. I live in Budapest, Hungary. Been here for a long time, but I used to go back to the United States. Now I'm homeless. I'm homeless in the United States. I'm not homeless in Europe, but I no longer have a place to go back to, so I'm a full-fledged expatriate now. I used to go back every year, and I was even streaming from the US in the summers. But we've permanently been displaced by the pandemic. Is the tournament broadcasted in Chess24 somewhere? What are you talking about? What are you guys talking about, Tezzy? Oh, hey, we had a game with Hey It's Miro yesterday. Brayer variation of the Lopez. Not easy. This is another closed position I don't like to play in Blitz. I should really play something other than the Spanish. Spanish is brutal. Closed Spanish for Blitz chess. Hey It's Miro played a terrific game in Simul yesterday. Do you know any wild and crazy lines versus knight f3? Play h6, Arsenal, on the first move. Oh, the tournament. You're not talking about my tournament in regards to Chess24, obviously. I was wondering what Tazaic is talking about. Actually, Chess Falcon, you can stream the tournament. Schieberspieler might stream the tournament. So I host the tournament on Tuesdays. Everyone can join our team. Honda and Horses Club. I think this is the main move. Yeah, Hikaru has played h6 a number of games, Arsenal. But I don't mean it like it's a serious repertoire. I mean for Blitz or a fast game. Half joking. Hikaru plays the French with h6. You know that h6 French has become popular. You can play h6 in the main lines of the French. Even Farago Ivan is playing it. So the idea is you play h6, and if white does like e4, you can transpose to a French with this weird h6 move. Thanks again for the raid from Indo Queen. Guys, I'll set up a tournament for tomorrow night. I can play from the train if my internet, if there's phone, if I have phone. I'm going to Romania for a week. We'll be back. It's a promise. Chess Falcon, is it possible to partner together in one stream? Well, not this week. Maybe in the future. I'm open to collaboration with people. I'm kind of a independent sort of person in general, but I am capable of cooperating with others. Knight b6. This is a weird square. I don't like taking on b5, and I don't know the theory here too well. This, again, I said yesterday, I don't remember playing a lot of this opening much in the last years. I'm from the United States, but I live in Hungary. You should definitely do a sub battle with Levente. Yeah, I mean, maybe once September comes and I'm back here and everybody's back to a post-summer schedule, we can start doing some stuff with the stream. I'm open to collaborating with people. I'm just so goddamn independent. I didn't become a chess player because I wanted to be independent. I mean, I became a chess player because I didn't want to have a contemporary sort of job, I guess. But I'm still willing to work with other people. Though a lot of streamers constantly do collaborations. I mean, I'm more shy. But I like Levente. I'd be willing to work with him. Schieberspieler, obviously. Schieberspieler could switch teams. You should not play. Yeah, we'll get angry if he plays for the other team. Call him a traitor. Can't make everybody happy, Schieberspieler. This knight sucks, and h5. I mean, sometimes I can do like a piece sacrifice. There was knight f5. Once I saw that happen to Erdos, Victor, one of our GMs here in Hungary, this knight f5 out of the blue, just like crushed him. Sometimes it just comes out of nowhere. Hey, it's Miro has kind of a funky setup. I mean, knight on b6, queen on d7, knight on f6. Looks weird. But maybe it's alright. I really don't know what I'm doing. You're sorry for missing every tournament. Yeah, I mean, my stream times are not geared toward... My stream times are not geared toward every time zone, obviously. Chess Falcon, you're in US? Yeah. Yeah, as I said to Indo Queen, I used to stream from the US in the summers, but I had to switch locations, so I'm never really streaming with the US-based time zone in mind these days. Sadly, maybe someday we'll be able to go back. What are we doing? Hayesmir was strong. He's tactically very dangerous. Yesterday played a great game in this variation. What is the panda above? My panda? He's our mascot. He's a critical part of the operation here. Panda is something I always thought was funny because I live in Hungary, and Hungary panda, what we say panda in English, is pronounced ponda. So it sounds like pawn. That's where the conception of ponda came from. Man, this guy is a genius. I thought you should take, though, and maybe try queen e5. Maybe it's not as great as I thought. It's a play on words. I don't know if anyone ever realized that, but Ponda's name is sort of a play on words. You pronounce it ponda, 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 ponda. Not that many black and white animals, so it's a chess-related joke. Anyway, Ponda's not involved in the day-to-day operations of the stream, but he is. He's here for moral support. What about b4? I should have played it right away. No, we got a good game. What? So Hayesmir just fell apart. Weird. Rook takes. Why would he play rook takes? Well, there's a lot of connection between Turkish and Hungarian. Thanks to you guys invading us, I guess, at some point. Although I don't think, like, theoretically the languages are related. Yeah, it looks like Hayesmir has collapsed today. He has collapseth. Skunk. Ponda's, yes, skunk is smelly. Penguins, maybe. But Andrew Tang already took that penguin theme. So I try to use the Ponda theme. You didn't invade anyone. Yeah, we can't hold everyone. Anyway, it's not my country of origin. I won't take it personally. Pondas are cute. Alright, ponies are kind of a joke. I'm not a brony. Oh, we've got sun. I'm behind the sun screen. Anyone else a subscriber to the stream? Play like Kasparov. Oof, I hung a piece against him yesterday. Tuxedo cats. Tuxedo cats, is that what they call penguins? How do you say panda? You pronounce it like ah instead of eh. Like panda, doesn't exist in Hungarian. That's the problem. The Western way of saying panda, that is non-existent in Hungarian language. You can't even like get a Hungarian person to pronounce something with that sound, we would say. Play like Kasparov. Alright. It's just a name for black and white cats. Mr. Coffee is a cat person. He's a cat lady. Cat man. Catman Crothers. Boys and girls, unfortunately I have to go away to Transylvania tomorrow. Bring you back some garlic and and steaks. But we'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back in 8 days. Rook A7. Unnecessary funkadelicness. "8 days. No, it's just a personal visit. Vampire hunt. Such a joke. Everyone always. Westerners are so overdoing it with the vampire jokes. Didn't they do that with Olympic coverage? There was a scandal. Some news coverage somewhere. I don't remember where. There was a scandal. They made vampire jokes about Romania. Some kind of overly let's do this. King H1. Stereotyped coverage of different countries. And of course Romania got the vampire thing. I'm trying to remember what it was now, but I can't remember what it was. Some countries' news coverage. It just gets boring, you know. Everyone makes the vampire jokes. It has to be boring and hackneyed. But Transylvania used to be part of Hungary's territory. There's a strong connection for a lot of people here. E5, take, rook takes, bishop g3, queen takes, knight c4. And I'm liking this a lot more and more. But he has a move there, queen d4 at the end. Not liking it. I'm not liking it. I guess queen c2 is conceivable. This is a tremendous position for white, but I need time. South Korean broadcaster, that was it. Thank you. TONC Smash. Yeah, they showed photographs associating pizza with Italy, Chernobyl with Ukraine, and Count Dracula with Romania. That was it. It was the South Korean broadcasters. They got in trouble for their stereotype jokes. This is in the beginning of the Olympics. That's what it was. Good call. So I know I'm not crazy. I knew that I saw something. Always keeping up with my current events. Do people really find it offensive? I think they find it boring and unoriginal. There may be too much cancel culture arsenal. I don't think you should go to jail for associating Romania with vampires. But it is definitely a little bit hackneyed. No, I mean, Romania uses it, for tourism. You could get vaccinated at Dracula's castle. They had a vaccination campaign where you could go to the castle and literally get a COVID vaccine. Unfortunately, I couldn't go. They wouldn't vaccinate foreigners, just Romanian citizens. That was back before I got my donate blood for your COVID vaccine. Yeah, that's cool. So E5 still not working. We're trying to break through in the Benoni with e5. So if I take, we sort of help him developmentally, deciding this is better. Bishop g3. There's no knight h5. Going to Romania to donate blood. That sounds kind of... Bram Stoker-ish. Too much mercury in human blood. Large mammals. Is that the problem, Arsenal fan? Some of us have too much alcohol in our blood for healthy vampire living. That's why they've cut down on their consumption of UK residents recently. It looks like black is toast. I think something like the Belarusian president said, drinking wards off vampires. Was that it? Sauna and drinking cuts down on the chance you'll be attacked by a vampire. Maybe it was witches. He's always up to date. This is a bad bishop anyway. I have noticed with play like Kasparov, though, that he's a tremendous fighter when he has a lost position. Or bad position. Look at this rook a7. Classic Benoni. You don't need that. The natural odor is enough warding. Alright, I'm sorry. I personally don't know Arsenal. Can't comment on his body odor. Rook a e1. I've gone too far. Not a good implication. Garlic body spray. You're down with those Hollywood people. Ashton. You're like Ashton. Don't want to take too many showers. Ashton and his lady friend. As I said, we're keeping up on current events. How about we take on g5? Let's just play it this way. Axie. I always thought that was the weirdest name for the deodorant or whatever. We also had a debate about how that's pronounced. Is it Axe or Axie? Because I really don't understand. Do they have that in the West? Here we go again. Knight e4. Oh, this is a brilliancy. Yeah, Axie. Taxi. Is this like the worst move ever? Knight check. Bishop takes. Rook takes e7. Bishop takes. And I've got a problem. d6. How about d6? Rook takes e4. I'm dropping a piece. Am I lost now? So he's come back again. White is suddenly lost. Why does this happen every time I play against him? Some weird comeback when he has seconds left in a lost position. That's so strange. d6, rook takes e4. Rook takes e4, bishop takes e4. I'm just lost now. So weird. Why would I lose this game? Doesn't even make sense. Theoretically, I'm not lost. But I start going into panic mode. This shouldn't have happened. It got way out of control. Alright, that was close. Did I ever let it get completely out of control? e5, bishop g4. Yeah, at one point he had a draw. This is a draw. After d6, double question mark. So I'm apparently winning here. Alright. Last game. Last game, guys, gotta go. We're gonna set up a tournament for tomorrow night. Please don't forget to subscribe, support the stream if you can. e6. I haven't played this in a long time. d6 was a bad move, apparently. By that point, we both had less than 10 seconds. So you're supposed to play takes, and this is like a main line. I don't know what's up with d6, though. I don't think this is recommended. I think I might have faced someone, though. There was this... There was this German player years ago. I thought they played like bishop e7. But this is definitely not a common variation Black's doing here. Tuesday tournament. Mr. Coffee, are we due for Rapid, or... I can remember last week we had Blitz. I guess we're due for a Rapid tournament this week. I'll set up a 7-round Rapid tournament for tomorrow night and try to play from the train. Maybe Sheeper Spiller can stream. Mr. Coffee will be there, maybe. I might be able to accept people from the train on my phone. It'll give me something to do on the train, which is excellent. It's a long train ride to Transylvania overnight. Always casual. Streaming live from the train. I doubt my internet will be, my train internet will be working. They might have internet. This is a really funky way Chess Falcon played this. G5. Business casual. Dude's not a very passive player, is he? He's not playing passively enough. But that's gone. You've gone too far. Chess Falcon went berserk. I know it's late. He's gone too berserko. Literally berserking. Now f4 makes my bishop great again. We have queen g4, queen f8, of course. I'm good here. Just queen g4, queen f8, knight f6. Queen g4, queen f8, knight e4. He can't play knight f6. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. So we're rolling. We're fine. I didn't want to block my bishop with f4 if I don't have to. Chess Falcon is playing the Benko in a very psychotic kind of way in this game. The psychotic Benko. Rook takes e5. So f4 now. Rook e4 doesn't work. So f4 wins. f4 wins. Wait till it wins and then play it. Last week was Pawn to Blitz Swiss 29. So this is Pawn to Rapid 30 or 31. It might actually be Pawn to Rapid 31. Another exchange sacrifice. Getting a lot of these. You know, I was thinking about this and I mentioned it to one of my students yesterday. It's interesting. You would think like people would be intimidated by higher rated players, because that's generally what happens more often than not in tournament play. I feel like lower rated players play like chickens for the most part. But what I said yesterday to someone was, it's interesting because when I play here, people seem fearless. And I would say that if anything, the majority of players are too reckless rather than too cautious. Most people lose because they play too aggressively. I don't know if that's because they play like tons of fast games or why. But I would say like Chess Falcon fell on his sword. I mean, he just played way too aggressively. And it's the case with most players here. Not just him, but I mean across the board. Check. Where's the mate? I feel like in general, like tournament players, if they're playing someone higher rated, would turtle up. If anything, play too passively. It makes you numb to the intimidating factor. Yeah. My big fear when I play low-rated players in over-the-board play is that they draw me. You know, they play for a draw and they get it. You know, or I overextend myself because I'm trying too hard to win. That goes against you. It's totally different. Yeah. But anyway, king safety is number one principle in terms of importance. He found a defense. I can't believe it. So what? There was no mate now. I thought it was over. That's so disappointing. Turtle me. Turtle McGirdle. No one's afraid of anyone here. There was the Slovenian Grandmasters who were doing the turtles. They stopped streaming though. They gave up. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Alright guys. We're going to go on a week of vacation and see you for the tournament tomorrow. Blitz, no, Rapid tomorrow, 7 rounds. CEST 6:45. Thanks everybody. Hopefully Sheeper Spiller can stream. Thanks Mr. Coffee for joining us. Thanks for being a moderator. Thanks everybody for supporting the stream by subscribing. I'm going to be out most of the next week. Maybe a surprise stream. I don't know, but we'll definitely be back for next Thursday, August 19th. Subscriber stream. To submit a game for a subscriber stream, send it to Iobades. Princess Chess, thank you. Good to see you as well. Thanks for supporting the Simul yesterday. Thank you. Thanks to you, everybody's. And we'll see you next Thursday. And we'll be playing. I'll just be playing and not streaming tomorrow night. Bye-bye.